to Tunes Brothers, your ultimate podcast for classic rock and metal legends. From thunderous riffs to iconic anthems, we dive deep into the sounds that shape generations. Crank it up, enjoy the Brothers of Rock. It's time to rock your soul!
Okay, everybody, welcome into Tunes Brothers for the Warning Saturday night. We've got the full band of brothers here that are involved with the Warning. Dave, Darren, and Louie. What's up, gentlemen?
Yeah, thanks for that, Rob. I was going to tell that story later, actually.
Well, I'll let you go ahead and tell the story of why I played Tommy Two-Tone to start the show.
Okay, so I think it was Thursday morning. I got a text from Rob, like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I just quickly looked at it, and he said, "Oh, I forgot to give you your tracking number for the Warning albums." And I thought, "Oh, yeah, cool. Cheers. I'll look at that in the morning." Anyway, I got on my computer, copied and pasted into USPS, showed nothing, and I thought, all right, maybe it takes a little while to get into the system. Tried it a little bit later that day, still nothing, and I thought, okay. So I sent Rob a message, said, "I can't get anything for that tracking number." And he said, "Oh, try Jenny Transport." I thought, Jenny Transport's a strange name. So I typed it in and Jenny Transport came up. But
Really?
I could not find any, yes, in the US as well. But I could not find anywhere to put a tracking number, and I thought, weird. So I said to Rob, "I can't find anything on that either." And he said, "Try singing it." I thought, "Try singing it? What the fuck's he talking about?" So I put, "What style should I sing it in?" And he put his little laughies. And then, just as I was about to write something else, I looked at the numbers and went, "Oh, you fucker." So he got me. He got me good.
Yes, the tracking number 8675309. Yeah.
It's the last part of the tracking number?
That's the whole tracking number I gave him. So how he didn't get it was just puzzling me.
So in other words, you just gave him a bullshit tracking number.
Yeah.
Oh, I just gave him 8675309.
No. See, this is what happens when you don't look at it. I just copied and pasted it and didn't really pay any attention to what the number was, just trying to work out why this thing was not working. But
Did you wake and bake that day or what?
no, I haven't done that in 30 years.
He sent me a legitimate number.
Oh, so I got pranked. You didn't.
Yeah.
Because Louis was already mad at me about putting his little lip sync up there, so I figured I better leave him alone.
I also need to apologize to Louis because when we were doing it live backstage, your lip sync seemed out, but when we watched it recorded, it's perfect. So well done.
Okay, cool. I thought it was a little bit off, but anyway, I know the video is taken down, but it's not completely gone. It's on another video anyway, so I won't bother about that one.
Okay, Darren, how's your days been going lately?
Same old. But at least no family dinner tonight, so I'm able to join.
All right. Well, I have seen a lot of posting, and I think my reputation preceded me for being an all-out douchebag and shit stirrer. But there must be some confusion. I am not here to attack the Warning fans. Much to the opposite. I was sent a link to a video by a really cool dude who I speak with quite a bit on Facebook, Jose. He sent me a link to a video of another YouTuber who I usually don't like to attack because, we're all doing the same thing. But after watching it twice, this guy has, I'm not even going to give anything away because I've seen it. I'm going to just let it roll. I'll pause it here and there. Hopefully some of you in the comments have seen this. If you haven't, buckle up, because this guy's probably going to hit a nerve for you too. Clay, hey, Darren is with us tonight, and Lewis back in those rich folks' living room. Yeah, they're not home; they're on vacation. So Lou sneaks in, uses hide key.
Yep.
All right. So what I will do is just let this roll for a minute and pause it and just see what direction you guys are seeing this. If you're seeing it and hearing it the way I am. Funny how he constantly tries to backpedal as he's reading, replies from his comments, but then turns around and doubles down again. Here we go.
I'm going to go ahead and do some instant reaction because people, specifically old, long, bald fans of The Warning, are mad at me.
You're gonna die, you dainty little fuck.
I'd like to get into some of the messages, talk about it a little bit, because quite honestly, I think we're all kind of on the same page here.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
And then, the bulk of you were just, really, really defensive. And now I'm sort of, it shifted my fascination. What started off as just me relaying a story, just my own experience at the show, somehow that turned into this big, apparently, fuck you to the Warning fan base. And that's not what I intended. So let's go ahead and get into your comments here. And maybe I can explain myself a little bit better. How about that?
Okay, good luck, ho. Next call.
We got my boy Brett C. He says, wow, so let me get this straight. Grown men enjoying talented musician equals creepy now? Newsflash, The Warning didn't build a global fan base just off kids and teens. These old dudes you're mocking, some have been supporting the band since their YouTube basement days. They're musicians, veterans, parents, real fans who respect the music and the message. Don't confuse admiration with obsession. And don't paint loyal supporters with a nasty brush just because they don't fit your idea of what a rock fan should look like. This fan base spans generations. That's not weird, it's powerful. Maybe instead of raising red flags, you should raise your awareness. And I thank you to all the Warning fans who told me more about the background of the band. Dude, this is my niece's favorite band. First time I'd ever seen these women is when they took the stage right in front of me. So the first time I ever see them, I see them as grown-ass women. So I'm almost I'm not even thrown off by the concept that people would be enamored with the women, that they would find them alluring, if you will. So you're really, really, really oversimplifying things. This is some shit people do when they're arguing on the internet. So grown men enjoying talented musicians equals creepy now? No. That's all. I made a point to say, I'm not saying they're all here because they want to fuck or something like that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it was weird, and I assume there's that element there. That pit area tends to be full of kids. That's where everybody's going crazy. This isn't like the fucking Beach Boys up there. This is a band of young, vital women. Everybody talks about how much they fucking rock. I agree. It was a great show. They kicked ass. I'd have no problem going and seeing them again. But that being said, I have never seen such a huge concentration of old dongers up front. These were not people with their wives. These were not people with little kids with them, their daughters, in my case, my niece, all that shit. This was not that. These were single dudes, all fucking pushed together like an 18-pack of old dick.
You are getting me rock hard.
Like when you go to the grocery store and you see an old motherfucker walking around with slides and short shorts and a fucking Hawaiian shirt and shit like that. That's what this was. And it was 3-4 rows deep of that shit. Even if the kids had wanted to mosh, they couldn't have. The entire front area was fucking constipated with old motherfuckers, like turds themselves, just fucking standing there.
Okay. So, for now, Dave. You're muted, Dave.
Pity he wasn't. Yeah, look. So, as far as he's concerned, all the guys going to the Warning concerts are just there to oogle on these young women and have real no interest in music, obviously, because, you know, we all like to pay hard, you know, good hard money just to look at some young chicks. And I can only go on from myself. Yeah, they're all extremely attractive girls, but I just don't see them that way. That's not what attracts them to. And like, if I want to see women like that, there are plenty of skanky women out there playing music that we can all go and get an eye for. That's not why we go to watch The Warning. The fact that they have an older fan base, is that meant to be, you know, bad? With the people with the money. We're the ones that can support these girls. So, yeah, I just found his whole rhetoric just to be completely stupid. But obviously, you know, he likes the sound of his own voice. There's no doubt about that.
Darren.
Yeah, I definitely think this is a stretch. I think he's looking for some attention. Look, I mean, we were just recently at a show, and I don't want to say I was shocked, but, you know, I didn't see a whole lot of young people up front either. I think it was a pretty decent mix. But again, you know, and it was kind of, I don't want to say it was news to me, but essentially that's what it was, right? I mean, I got a very quick lesson about how this band got its start, right? I mean, they set up Patreon and stuff like that in order for them to make money to help them build their fan base, buy equipment, do whatever it was. And that's not coming from the Gen Zers, right? That's not coming from these young people. And so I think part of it is at the band's own building, right? I mean, they're the ones that have created it, and it doesn't make these individuals creepy. I mean, the porn is free on the internet. You don't need to pay that kind of money to go watch them on stage. And who in their right mind thinks that going to their show is going to get them in their pants, right? I mean, that's not, I don't think that's in anybody's mindset, at least anybody who's sane. So, and I've also seen that when it comes to live music, well, and maybe it's because of the bands that I go to for the most part, but I don't see any young people really showing up, right? I mean, I don't think that they enjoy music the way we do. I think a lot of this younger generation is into streaming and stuff like that. They support the flavor of the month bands. They don't necessarily latch on to one or two and just continue to support those bands through thick and thin, right? So this guy's off his rocker.
Louis.
Well, the only thing I liked about the video was the letter that he read, so that was a plus. After that, his rebuttal was pretty foolish. I mean, like, for example, when he said they're nothing but single men or whatever, number one, you don't know if they're single. Maybe their wives or girlfriends just don't like The Warning or whatever. But the truth is, The Warning attracts people like us because of the musical ability, their songs, their writing, their creativity, and everything else. I mean, you won't see a bunch of adult males at an Ariana Grande concert because I'm going to tell you, she sucks. I know she's good at what she does, but what she does sucks. You know, she's got all these fucking stupid dancers all over the place that aren't even dancing synchronized. I check out her stuff to see if she's got anything that's ever good, and so far I'm disappointed every time. There's a band I discovered. I don't know when they disappeared, but they just went off the map. They're called Crimson Apple. I learned about them because there's a video of Pow and a girl named Faith Benson, who's also a drummer, and the video has like him doing a drum duo. I don't know if they're actually in the same room together, if it's just a special effect. They're both drumming pretty good. Of course, Pow is superior, but there's this music in the background, and I don't know if they're drumming to that music or that music's added in, and the music's terrible. And but this Crimson Apple it plays like the kind of music. If Ariana Grande ever tried to get tough, she couldn't even get that tough. Okay, and they do covers and other things, and I don't know much about them yet. They're a sister band of 4 girls, and they're from Hawaii. And that's all I'm going to say about them. But back to the guy. Yeah, you know, we are the type of people that made sure the Warning got as far as they did, okay, as far as their shows and everything else. And that's just it. It's the music, it's the talent, it's the performance. They play real fucking, they play real music with, when I just say a lot of music, real music, but when they play music that has emotion, intensity, and hard drive to it, you know, that's remarkable. And I don't give a screw what that guy says. He's an effing idiot, and that's all I'm going to say.
All right. So this guy, I'm starting to think, is doing this on purpose, right? Because I don't believe anybody could be that stupid. I mean, I didn't see part 1 that he was reacting to, but clearly, and we'll go into this a little further, I'm not going to hog the whole show with it. He backpedals to try to appease any commenter he reads who is, you know, putting him in his place, but then he'll turn around immediately, as you'll see, and just doubles down right back in it. And I think, you know, Dave and Darren and a couple of commenters have touched on it. If you want to get your rocks off, there are plenty of places to do it where nobody's living. You know, I'm sure the occasional guy who's off his meds, thinking going to the show, going to a meet and greet, or even bumping into one of these girls or any celebrity girl or stranger regular person girl means you have a chance in hell. All right. He gets a lot more graphic, and we'll get into it at that point, so I won't go much too further into it. But the old dudes in the front row, here's the thing. He later, you'll hear mentions he grew up with grunge, which means he's a millennial, which means he's disqualified for ever talking about what it's like to be at a concert, right? We went to concerts with our noses slammed up either behind someone else's back, elbow, or into the barricade itself. There was no seating. So it was survival of the fittest. And these are the people he's referencing. These are hardcore, seasoned fucking veterans standing on that floor. They're the best seats in the fucking house. And I don't care if you're headbanging or if you're some snowflake holding up your phone. If you got the toughness to be up there, you earned it. If you paid the money, in this case, like the show we went to get up there with the meet and greet package so you get in first, you paid for it. There is no age limit to who can stand in front. There is no age limit to who can attend a rock concert, and there is certainly no age limit to say you can't enjoy this band or that band based on your age. So just because these guys are standing up front, how does that immediately make them pedophiles or creepers or whatever? And I will add to that. So what if someone is in their 50s or 60s or hell 70s saying, man, that's a nice ass? That's human fucking nature. Attractive is attractive when it comes to women and men. That's the way it is. Why do you think all these rich, successful celebrities or billionaire oil tycoons or whatever got a wife 30 years fucking younger than they are? It's a thing. It doesn't make you a creeper because you're of a age and you see a 20-something chick and think she's hot. It doesn't make you creepy. It makes you fucking normal. It makes you, legally, you can see. You got good vision. If these guys were up there talking about, golf, then I'd be pissed. But we were just at this show, like Darren said, in Minneapolis. I met some of the greatest fucking people I've ever met during and after the show when we went to the bar. all older than me. But this guy paints a picture of someone who's 85 years old and should be in, a senior center because he forgot to, you don't put your shoes on the stovetop. I don't understand what he thinks he's seeing, but people in their 50s, 60s, and even early 70s, we're all still young and vibrant people. Most of us have come from seeing great legendary bands that this idiot would never, ever even know existed if it wasn't for us people. So we're giving back here. We're giving a treat at a band who's bringing us back to something we all grew up with that's been dead for decades. So I'll be damned if I'm going to feel bad or guilty because I want to be in front row to throw my hand in the air or even just be close to the, epic performers that the Warning are because someone thinks I'm a creeper. Kiss my ass. I don't give a shit what you think. And like Dave, I think, alluded to, you can't, he's not a fucking mind reader. He doesn't know just because we're there. That's what we're there for. I'm 51 years old. I'm married. I have the sex drive of a pope. All right. I could give a rat's fat ass. I wanted to be up as close as I could to Danny, the coolest female rock star I've ever fucking seen. And I always go up front no matter what band it is.
I think history is showing that Catholic clergy still have a sex drive, Rob.
Oh, he gets,
yeah, but for the wrong people.
Yeah, he gets, believe me, this guy gets 100 times fucking more ludicrous. But with that, we'll get back to him here. And
I'm just
maybe J-Bake will be your altar boy.
What was that, Dave?
I'm just going to Google how much sex drive does a Pope have. I want to see what AI says.
Here we go.
They were just clogging all the shit up. Next, my homie SoCal D says, first, these old dudes have been following these sisters since they were little kids. It's more like proud uncles and brothers and friends and supporters. You were part of the crowd. Even if you had an excuse for involving your child, you were being talked about too, I would imagine. The first time I saw this band, they were 9, 12, and 14 years old. I've been following them ever since. The old guys don't care for the quote-unquote tons of bullshit bands you referenced. You should talk about how awesome this family band is. Get your mind out of your negative world. You are correct that there are a lot of people, a lot of fans that have been following these women since they were younger girls. And they've watched them all along and they're rooting for them and they just think they're fucking great musicians and all that. And they come out just to see the show. I'm not saying that's not true. That's likely true for many of the fans. But what I'm also seeing is this just complete inability to accept that anyone in the fan base over a certain age has any sort of sexual ideas about these women. These are grown women. So the fact that people keep kind of like equating it back to any sort of PDF file type shit, that tells me that you still see them as little kids. And, on some level, that's sweet, I guess. But the bottom line is, these are grown-ass women, and guys, check them out. Like, look at any band that has a female singer. There are simps. That's just what's up. And if the fan base of this band is made up of a lot of old motherfuckers, then that tells me that there are some old simps. I'm not saying they're all old simps. Not at all. That's not what I'm saying. If you're a fan of The Warning and you seriously have no weird feelings about them other than just really rooting for them and being proud of them and shit like that, more power to you. I think back to the 90s when I was a kid and I first really started getting into music. It was like grunge and shit like that. And a lot of the girls that I knew, they loved Pearl Jam. And of course, they all had huge crushes on Eddie Vedder. Every chick wanted to get with Eddie Vedder. Eddie Vedder on the cover of all the teen girl magazines and all that shit. But if you would like talk to them about the band, they knew every song, they knew every word. Some of them could play the music. They were fanatical about the music. The fact that they wanted to hook up with Eddie Vedder, it had nothing to do with their fandom. It did.
All right. Now, y'all catch the hypocritical stuff he's just going through right now. The Warning fans who happen to be older men are creepers. All right. The girls who were younger than Eddie Vedder going there and they were hot on him and wanted to get with him, it's okay because they knew his stuff, the songs. So again, with the assumption that every guy he's talking about in the front, as he puts it, 3 rows deep, doesn't have a clue why they're there other than a hot chick. They don't know the songs. They don't know the band. It's beyond ridiculous how this guy is going about this, Dave.
Well, as I say, I know a lot more about the Warning than I know about Eddie Vedder. Yeah, I didn't like the tone he used when he first started reading that letter. It was just off. It was quite condescending the way he was saying it. Yeah. Look, he's probably correct. There are probably some weirdos out there. We all know there are weirdos out there, but it doesn't make up the majority of people.
And yes, there are. But let me throw this by you. And the Warning Army, just hear me out. What is the problem with someone who's 50, 60 years old looking at we're not talking about looking at Pow and Allie and Danny in their preteen years here. Now, what is wrong if a guy looks and goes, God damn, I would hit that, and has sexual thoughts about them in his own price, his own fucking business? Who you rub one out to is nobody's business but your fucking own. As long as you're not groping them and stalking them, you don't fall under creepy, because every guy in Sniffer's Row at a strip club would be considered creepy. All right. Guys, hey, when we were kids, couldn't get Playboys, right? JCPenney catalog, no lingerie section. We found our way. You're not a creeper for being attracted to the fairer sex. I'm sorry. You're just not. But yes, like you said, there are absolute mouth breathers out there, but you can't make that assumption based on someone's age at a rock concert. You just can't. And then turn around and defend the other sex for doing the same. Forget about Eddie Vedder, who he thinks somehow was a sex symbol. I got news for you. Sebastian Bach, John Bon Jovi, Vince Neil. I mean, the fucking list is endless of real rockers that were sex symbols that went beyond the girly magazines. The girls get a pass. These 17, 18-year-old girls, she's only 17, and I'm sure they were younger than that, banging rock stars in their mid-20s and 30s backstage. They're not creepers? Give me a fucking break with the double standard. But worse than that is his Jedi ability to read exactly what everybody's intentions are. Darren, Louie, you guys got anything before I get back to this idiot?
No, like you said at the beginning there, it's hypocritical, because if you're going to make the assumption that anybody of whatever his age cutoff is, 40, 50, 60, whatever, is a creeper for being up front or anywhere near the Warning, right? So then, but back in the day, any woman that went to see Motley Crue and wanted to get with the guy who can't fucking sing, yeah, or any woman that went to a show back in the 80s and 90s, whether it be at the Whiskey or wherever, and just wanted to get with the band, or do you even say, people who are homosexual that they want to get with the band? I mean, you're going to make that assumption. You have to make that assumption about everybody if you're going to make it about the Warning, that they're just there to get with somebody from the band. That doesn't make sense, right? And like Dave said, yeah, there's creepers everywhere, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're the 50s and 60-year-olds, right? I mean, anybody could be a creeper. It doesn't matter what your age is. age doesn't exclude to mental illness, unfortunately. So,
Louis?
I was just going to say, I try to put as clean and delicate as I can. I never find any thrill in making myself personally happy to an image of a rock star, a girl, actress, or anything, unless she's put herself in a visible form of sans fabric and wants to be looked at that way. I don't bother making myself happy with images of females that are dressed in attire. So that being said, I didn't really want to address this second round of this guy anyway. I hope the whole show isn't going to be about this dude.
No.
We got other things. And so I'm not going to even address anything extra because you three guys said it perfectly. Nothing to add.
All right. I'm going to give this guy just a few more minutes because I know there's something else I want to touch on here, and we'll get off this douchebag. Okay. Here we go.
It didn't taint it. It didn't make it dirty or fucked up. All I'm saying is I saw some simping, and the fact that no one can admit that that's even a possibility, it makes me say, what the fuck? Like, this is almost cult-like. Are you guys the fucking Borg? Do you all have one mind? Like, I saw a lot of comments where it's like, this is not on any of the dudes' minds. How the fuck would you know? You're like an old Professor X? I guess Professor X is old. But you know what I'm saying? You can't read minds. You don't know what the fuck's going on. You don't know what somebody pumps off to at night.
But he can read minds.
Right, exactly.
I mean, I guess I'm a pretty sick guy.
How many times, like, back in the day when Sinead O'Connor ripped up that picture of the Pope and said that, priests were raping kids. Everybody's like, oh, that bitch, why would priests rape kids? That's just ridiculous. They just want to, turns out the priests were raping the fucking kids.
And there we go. That's
Does
what
he,
I wanted.
Does he think that only happened, we only knew about that when Sinead O'Connor ripped that thing up?
Well, more importantly,
I think we've known about that for a long time.
Right. But never once does he make the distinction of the very few cases of this, right? He's painting a broad brush over all priesthood, like he's painting a broad brush over every guy in his middle ages to early elderly, as he likes to call it, which I find the most disrespectful fucking term on the planet. Here's the thing with this fucker, and he's a millennial because of the way he talks about his senior human beings. We grew up with nothing but respect for our elders. We couldn't wait to be in the room when the adults were talking. I couldn't wait to go hang out with my brother and his friends so I could be with the older people. There was wisdom, knowledge, excitement for me, at least, to be around the people who are considered elderly now. And this asshole's got that started with the millennials and really picked up with the Gen Z, to where a girl will be, 18 years old and a dude's 25 and she'll do the, ew, gross, he's so old. The immaturity of these generations is just unbelievably disrespectful and pathetic. And he makes his point here, Colin, you can't read the minds. You don't know that, but he can read everybody's mind. He's right. A handful of priests did this, so all priests did that. A handful of creepers apparently were stalking the Warning members from show to show, so that makes all these guys creepers. All I want to say, back to the mosh pit, which was invented decades before this guy even was crying that he didn't understand why he's got hair down there when all the other boys in the shower don't. That don't take place in the front row. There is no mosh pit. There has never been a mosh pit within the first 10 fucking rows of an audience. You know why? Because us ticket buying motherfucking fans will not allow it. The day I step back and clear room for a mosh pit and sacrifice my first, second, third row position, you kiss my ass, we're going to fucking fight. So wherever this mosh pit that he's bitching about couldn't break out, and by the way, please let me know if you're in North Dakota at any concert and you're going to go to a mosh pit. I will fucking meet you there. All right? Because I want to show you what moshing's really about. But the bottom line is, I don't understand this mosh argument. It's beyond ridiculous because that started with like Metallica. and that type of music. And there was actually barricaded off squares halfway back, on the floor for that. You can't clear a fucking floor for moshing at a concert. You're packed in like sardines. So I hate everything about this guy, including his face. Anything before we move on, you gentlemen want to add?
I just want to say thank you, Rob. I mean, I'm not a practicing Catholic for a long time, but that's my religion. And I do get angry when people paint the broad stroke over against the priesthood just because of a few sick people and the way it was initially handled by moving a priest off to a different location and all that. But now they're cracking down more, and you don't really hear the stories as much. And then when you did, it was always like they picked that one priest and it would be on the news for months, trying to paint the broad stroke that the entire Catholic Church clergy is nothing but a bunch of perverts. And that's not the case. And I'm glad you mentioned that, Rob. Thank you.
Yeah, unfortunately, the old adage is, one bad apple, right? I mean, that's what people seem to focus on. I mean, it was never the majority, right? I mean, so I think people with common sense know that wasn't the main reason why people went into the priesthood. Unfortunately, again, like I said before, it doesn't age, religion, none of that prevents somebody from being fucking off their fucking rocker. So unfortunately, it happens in every walk of life.
All right, Dave, anything else?
No, I think we've said enough about this guy.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for putting up with that. Like I said, I got that sent to me by a good buddy that I met through the Warning, through being a Warning fan and having a YouTube, probably somewhere in Mexico. We'll never meet, but is so fantastic. He sends me links and stuff, even of Kiss, because he knows I like Kiss. That's all I have met, people. That's it. Is great people. And what they do or do not think about or fantasize about is none of my damn concern. I certainly ain't going to make assumptions based on someone's age or attire on what's going through their mind while the Warning is playing Evolve. I mean, get a life. He sounds like someone bitter who couldn't get up with his niece within the first 3 rows because these older dudes were going to beat his fucking ass if he tried to budge. That's the only thing that makes sense here. So anyway, what do you got for us on the positive side for the lovely ladies of the Warning, Dave?
Got a few little things what we can put up. These are obviously older songs because it's safer that way. But yeah, some of the... yeah, go.
Okay, can I ask Rob a question before you start? When you went to go see the show with the Warning, was it seats or open floor?
Open floor.
Okay, thank you. That's all.
How it should be. First and best dressed. Yeah, obviously I've had quite a few suggestions for videos sent by people, and it's very hard to keep up with it all, but we'll play some here. So I'll kick off the first one. I won't tell you what it is. You can just watch.
Sorry.
Oh, great.
Can put my finger on it. The feeling leaves me trembling. I don't know what it is that you do. Makes a spark but doesn't stop. The conundrum in my heart. I can't always be there to stop all the bleeding. Your words are misleading. There's more to it than just wishing to be found. 'Cause you are my fantasy. I don't know what that means, but I know that you, the music
absolutely beautiful. Jesus, I can't believe she hasn't, pulled the old Michelangelo and started breaking glass and stuff with that voice when she hits those notes. My God, the power. Yes, I apologize. I did a little bit of the douchebag. I am not trying to, who was it here? I want to give proper credit. No. So I can't find it. Anyway, yes, not all millennials, I understand that, are disrespectful asshats. But it seemed to start around then. The only reason I take that approach is because me and Darren both were working at the same place called Laudicer and Associates. And we were mostly in with people our senior and people of the millennial just coming into their 20s while we were in our 30s. And they had that attitude. And from that point, it shocked me. And then I just saw it more and more and more. The utter disdain and disrespect for their own parents, anybody of that age range, it just disgusted me. Fantastic performance. Absolutely amazing from all three girls there. I love the fucking acoustic blend on that one. I'm not usually, but for that kind of song, it almost has more power than a full studio track would. Dave.
Yeah, no, I think that song really works well acoustically. I mean, it's that kind of song anyway. But my God, Danny's voice. I mean, I've got headphones on, and that I'm sure Louis can feel it too. When she hits those notes, oh,
Beautiful.
as you said, there. And I have no thoughts of any kind of sexual things when I'm listening to it. You know what I mean? It's the last thing in my mind. I'm just thinking, how fucking great does that sound?
All right. Also, there's someone put in there. The other annoying reactor is some British dude that would mock them for not having solos. The only British guy that I ever saw do reactions, and it wasn't to the Warning, is this the same? And I'll ask the commenter out there, or if any of you know, is this the same douchebag who would play like 20 seconds of a song, then grab his fucking guitar and try to like the douche at a party, the Metzgers of the world, who'd sit there and then, play guitar in the corner of the room and fucking annoy everybody trying to impress them. I mean, is this that same British guy? Because I watched like half of a reaction from him and I would never watch him again. And he was the most popular thing at the time, because anybody who's going to self-promote themselves that way, and you're there to show the band, talk about the band, not pick up your guitar and say, hey, I can do that too. Pathetic. So anyway, Darren, your thoughts on the performance?
The only thing that I was disappointed about was that Allie was playing a 4-string. I thought she was dedicated to the 5-string bass, but no. Great performance. I am a fan of acoustic sets. I know, Rob, you are not. Obviously it's not, I don't seek it out all the time, but I think you can get, when you break it down to like bare bones, you get that vocal performance as long as you have the chops for it, right? Some people aren't meant to do acoustic shit because then you hear all the mistakes. But this was outstanding.
Santa Claus J. Bake is in the house handing out memberships again. You're too much, man. Louis.
Well, not much to say about the song that hasn't already been covered. It's great. The performance is really nice, and the vocals are on point and everything else. But I want to make a comment that I started laughing at because I knew the guy was being sarcastic when he posted in the comments, "Oh no, I can't control myself," and I knew what he meant.
Okay, so what do we got now, Dave?
Let me have a look.
Boy, that almost sounded like the beginning of that song from Enigma. Hey, hey.
I used to like that song.
Me too.
Yeah, there you go. See, good taste there. Probably not as much now, but yeah, it was good for its time. We'll do a cover. Okay, let's do a Warning doing a cover. I know you like a good cover, even though you don't like the band. I don't think.
Just for his face.
All right. I'd never heard that before. I'll let you guys talk on it. Although one thing stood out to me, and now it's going to be stuck in my head forever. One of these things is not like the other. Sesame Street, right? Where they show the 4 boxes. Go ahead, Dave.
Well, I must admit, like I was a fan of the early Foo Fighters. I don't like.
Okay,
last decade.
that's what Darren meant by Foo. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, don't like the last decade they've done, and I know Powell was a really big fan of Taylor Hawkins, and I think the Warning played for them the week before he died. So, yeah, but I think they do it really well, and yeah, a lot of people saying, obviously Danny's having to do 2 guitar parts there, not just one, because I think they've got 3 guitarists in that band. So, bravo, and Ali is cute though. Let's be honest.
Yes. Golden God. Yes. Now I remember the picture on your deal, and I'm not having impure thoughts. I am just apologizing for lumping you in with the bad example of millennials that I have encountered. Darren.
My Lord.
Are you that important? That's how
No, that
Old
was
man with technology.
It rings on everything: the computer, the watch, the phone. I had the phone muted, but everything else was ringing.
Gotcha.
Was it telling you to take the garbage out?
No, it was a phone call actually.
Okay. Yeah, you hung up on me.
No, I like the. Oh my God! Hold on. Nobody told you to answer it. I like early.
Are you having a senior moment?
No, it's. I'm gonna get really, really upset at this person keeping calling. Ugh, sorry.
That's what happens when you give me your phone number, Darren.
Right?
Oh, I forgot I posted it on here. Was I not supposed to do that?
Right. No, the early Foo Fighters stuff was good. I think they did a great job with it. For a 3-piece. But one of the things that has always stood out, right? And then this video just kind of really brings it to light is their dedication. I mean, what was Allie in this? 11, 12, right? I mean, I have no idea how old she was in this video, but to be that dedicated for all these, young women at such a young age and to dedicate themselves to the craft and being the best that they can be at this, it's, I hope that that's something that my daughter can look at and take away, right? Is if you put your mind to it, work hard at it, that you can do great things. Again, it's inspirational. So
to be fair, Darren, she's working hard on that bubble gum.
Very, yes.
Blow a bubble, go on.
Your extended warranty. Louis.
All right, first of all, I know David Grohl was with Nirvana before. Was he the bassist or the drummer?
Drummer.
And is he still the drummer with the Foo Fighters?
No, guitar.
No, guitarist.
And singer.
Okay, guitarist and singer. So I guess I was going to give Danny extra freaking points for playing that little lead lick and managing to sing with the proper bass and not something done in the studio separately. Do that part of the guitar and still sing. And if the Foo Fighters do that, I guess proper kudos to them too, or proper credit. But and Danny was fantastic playing that little lick lead, concentrating on the singing, not getting distracted. It's like you do that thing when you tap your head and swirl your stomach, or the other way around, and you can't do it at first, but then you learn. So I don't have much to add to anything else other than they knocked out a good performance.
Fritz says he was drumming for Queens of the Stone Age too.
Okay.
And thank you, Fosters, for the coffee. Also, a brief apologize to Dave Edwards, who has suffered PTSD from my reaction back on Victory Cast 2. Apologize. He said he's gradually getting over it. I may or may not have been a little too harsh with that the words I chose for that reaction, but I don't apologize, but I feel bad. All right.
I can't ever remember you saying harsh words about anything, Rob.
No, I would never do that. Somebody asked if I'm going to the Warning movie. Honestly, I have not even checked if it is in the area or even when it is. I know I have this coming weekend, I'm going out of town to see Warren D. Martini with Stephen Piercy, Vixen, and Quiet Riot, I think. So I don't know when it comes out. If you guys can throw a date up, I'll look to see if we have it locally. I don't know if we do or not.
Comes out this coming Friday,
which is
the 21st, right?
Yeah, I probably won't be going because I work at 2 a.m. Saturday morning. And then after that, when I get off at 2:30 p.m., I'm driving 150 miles to said concert. So I probably will not, even if they have it, see it unless it's in for multiple days.
Who's in Mind Rot, North Dakota?
What?
Toric Media? Somebody said something about Minot, North Dakota.
It's in Minot?
I don't know. I checked near me. They still haven't listed any dates or times. There's
all right, North Dakota rocks. I will see you there. Look for me. He's the guy I originally met at the Warrant show in Dickinson and again at Warning in Minneapolis. Apparently he will be at that concert too. So perfect. Go ahead, Darren.
No, so I looked today. We only have one AMC theater here in the area. Otherwise, I'd have to probably drive to Denver. But they still haven't listed any dates or times for the Warning movie. It said check back on Wednesday. So I have no idea if I'm going to get to go or if I'm going to have to travel to Denver.
Chris, tell clear. I broke my rule of not responding to clickbait to give this guy a lecture over there. He really didn't get it. I'm assuming referring to that other douche nozzle that we had on here earlier. Yeah, those people don't get it. They're just clueless. But you know, whatever. I guess I say a lot of shit that pisses a lot of people off, but I don't tend to fucking know who people are. And you know, if I don't like a band, I don't call them, you know, serial rapists or murderers or whatever. I mean, this guy just, whatever it is, what it is. Louie, one of these things is not like the other. Did you give your take already?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I was asleep. Darren was born at Minot, North Dakota at Trinity Hospital. Yes. Dark days. The sky was like overcast and lightning crashing down as the spawn of Satan was born. Yeah. You're driving 9 hours to Minneapolis. Yeah, you're going to be in the office anyway. Nice try, JPEG. What else do we got, Dave?
Let me have a look. We'll see if this one gets all right.
Hey, come on and walk this way. Look what I have prepared to show you. Let me show you how things can quickly unfold. In the end, everything just turns back into dust to dust, our bones for us, and we shall start again. Dust to dust, our bones for us, and we shall start again. Hey, where are you going? Trust all that you hear. Aren't you sick of running? It's better to stay here. Dust to dust, our bones are rust, and we shall start again. Dust to dust, our bones are rust, and we shall start again. Dust to dust, our bones are rust, and we shall start again. Dust to dust, our bones are rust, and we shall start again. Hey, where are you going? Trust
How are your ears, headphone ears?
What's wrong with Ovation guitars? I
I
happen
was
to.
going to say that one struck me kind of odd too. You know, I'm out of touch guitar player from decades ago when I was really actually into it. But Ovation was always considered a very good, especially electric acoustic guitar. Maybe I'm just that far out of touch. Thank you to Paula. I'm sure I will be seeing or hearing from you later tonight or tomorrow. Fritz, thank you. Yes. Now he's simping for. Can someone explain to me simp? I tried looking it up when I watched that idiot. Because simp to me would have been like a simpleton, right? Someone who's stupid, maybe mildly retarded. You know, like the panel here. But I didn't realize it had some kind of creeper connotation to it. I'm so out of touch with friggin'.
So you're very Daryl Hall, are you?
What?
You're out of touch.
Oh yeah, Daryl Hall and John. It's a good song. Good reference.
Simping is the internet slang referring to excessive flattery, attention, or devotion shown towards someone, usually a romantic interest who does not reciprocate those feelings.
Oh, so Justin Haidt. You guys won't get that's inside joke. Damn who, thank you, brother. And I know how cheap you are, so that had to hurt, man. Okay, Chuckles says, I'm an acoustic guy, not going from electric to Ovation. I just found them very awkward. Gotcha. Okay. Whose turn is it? Darren? Dave?
Well, it's mine. Just
okay, go ahead.
waiting for my hearing.
I was going to say, how are your ears doing with the headphones there?
I should have turned it down because I remember she had that part at the end. So, yeah. Once again, great. I love that grit in Pow's voice when she really goes for it. So, another song that just works so well acoustically. So, bravo, girls.
All right, Darren.
Yeah, I agree with Dave. I think it's another one that works out great acoustically. Like I said, I happen to like the Ovation guitars, but it's Pow is tremendous, right? I mean, so again, that's all I really have. It was a great tune. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and let's not discount Pow's incredible vocal in the middle of that song too. She belted out a good one herself. Louis.
Well, I watched the Warning interview on his channel. It's this British guy. He reviews people's techniques, singing and guitar playing, and he interviewed the Warning. And instead, his Pegasus is part of his YouTube channel name. I forget the whole name.
I've seen him. He's really good.
What's it called?
Wings of Pegasus. Wings of Pegasus.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, and part of the interview, they're talking vocals, and they all said, well, we all kind of sound alike, so nobody knows who's really singing on what part of the album and all that. So when you see Pow doing the lead vocals here in this video, you tend to forget when they play on stage, Danny's really takes control of the song. And so I think it's just kind of cool to hear Pow singing, or sometimes Allie or whatever. And like I say, because they all kind of sound alike. If somebody has a bad throat for the night, you can still get 100% warning at the show that another sister will take over and do the song. So you're always in good hands with the Warning. That's all I got.
Foster's.
Oh, wait a minute.
Go ahead.
I didn't have a headphone problem because every time you play that backstage music so freaking loud, I have to lower my computer down to 20%. So it sounds normal.
Lou, if it's too loud, you're too old.
Well, or I'm going to have to adjust my ears. But anyway, so I had no problem with the high singing, the loud singing that Danny did. It just sounded nice and normal to me.
All right. Foster's, if you could combine Queen of the Murder Scene and Error, would you have the best rock album of all time? He thinks so. I'm the wrong person to ask, so I'll turn it to the other guys because my best ever changes every fucking week depending on what mood I'm in, but it would be a machine to be reckoned with. Dave.
Yeah, it would be hard to find spots for the Queen of the Murder Scene songs to get on Era though, but there's probably a few tracks you could slip in, I think, but it would be dominated by Era for me.
Okay, we are renaming the podcast. Clay Atkins has given me a new channel name, The Kringle Pimps. It has a nice ring to it. It just kind of rolls off the tongue, right?
Yeah, I'm just, if you see that on YouTube as a suggestion, what are you thinking it's going to be? The Kringle Pimps.
Kringle Pips, yeah. Louis, Powell sings Dust to Dust. New stuff.
I thought I saw Danny singing it when they do the live show.
You are incorrect, sir, and I demand you apologize.
Okay, I apologize.
There you go.
Apologize.
Like I said, if there was a name that tune for the Warning, I wouldn't be able to name any song because I just know what I hear, what I like. What the fuck is this song called again? I can't remember.
Gross.
All right, Darren, you want to give an opinion on the two albums that guy mentioned?
Quick,
Or you just don't know
Gregory
well
wants
enough?
to issue a correction real quick. The Warning movie is premiering on Thursday, the 21st, not Friday. Scheduled
Which,
for
as I
both
said
days.
before, is when we always have premieres on in Australia. It's Thursdays.
Okay.
Matt W.
I read this completely wrong out of the corner of my eye. Sorry to cut you off. I had to say this. I quickly was scrolling through the comments and I saw Wings of Puss is pretty good. So that's where my mind is. Yeah, go ahead there.
No, mine's at Matt W.'s comment saying the Kringle Pimp sounds like a flavored pork rind. So, that made me chuckle. If you combine those two albums, I'm with Dave. I side with him on that. I mean, as much as I enjoy Queen of the Murder Scene, I think Error is still a better album. But some of those songs would probably find their way on there. It would be a damn tough album to beat if you mix those two together.
Down Under, are you reading?
Yes, I do, Jason. I do.
Okay. Louis.
Well,
Like Hensters, those things.
here's the truth, folks. Error has a much stronger production sound to it. Even though I prefer the music of Queen of the Murder Scene, and in order to equal the production of Error, you have to turn the volume up and add a little bass to it, then you can equal them out. But the truth is, it would be what Error songs would I pick to add to the Queen of the Murder Scene album? Because that by far has more great songs.
But that's
There's
your
great
choice.
songs on Error that are better than Queen of the Murder Scene, but not as many. Queen of the Murder Scene has more good songs than Error does, and that's
You're starting to sound like a Democrat.
wow.
D. Edwards is unleashing his fury on that douchebag. I don't even know his podcast name, and I don't care. Can you imagine the hell I gave that dude you showed earlier? Yeah, I'm all, yeah. I know. D. Edwards gave me plenty of shit in the day. Yes.
I might have to get the name of his channel though, so I can go in there and give him shit.
I think it was Kill Rock Radio, wasn't it?
Kill Rock Radio. He's got apparently two parts. There was a part before this apparently where he actually did the review and made these outlandish comments because this was his rebuttal, and it's a twice monthly podcast, I think, or something. So I don't know. Whatever.
Sounds like 2 times too many.
Lewis, pull the battery on one of your hearing aids, says Clay Atkins.
I don't want to.
Well, he's because he knows, and you know, Lewis, we all know Air is the better album, right?
No. I think, no, it's not the better album. See, I am not motivated by Fidelics only, okay? There has to be the song quality. Air is a damn good album. It's got good stuff on it, but because of the production and the loudness and the fullness, it has that sound that makes you think it's a better album. But Queen of the Murder Scene is a masterpiece of creativity, writing, and instrumentality.
Ah, so we're all idiots for thinking the wrong thing.
It's all about Lou.
Fidelics can always motivate people to think something is better than what it is.
I do love Queen of the Murder Scene, Louis. So,
Okay. Lou?
yeah.
Pipe
I
down,
only got one
retard.
album. There.
All right. Do we have anything else? 236 people watching. Outstanding.
Yes. What entertainment have you got for now? Mr.
Here, I've got another cover.
Another
Okay.
cover.
Another cover. Some of you will probably know it, and some of you probably won't.
I didn't sign on to read.
Sorry, it's just at the beginning of the video.
Okay. Out of my league here, I will say I see a lot of movie talk here. Wouldn't it be cool if it was at IMAX, right? Because when we go to we only go to movies that are, blockbusters, that IMAX would be cool. So like once every year. I think I'm going to have to go to that stupid Jurassic shit that the wife likes so much again. But having the music just pound your fucking chair, with the vibration and stuff, that would be awesome. Of course, I'm not a creeper, thinking though using those vibrations to, do anything else in my mind. But anyway, yeah, Atlas Rise, cool. Don't like the song, don't like Metallica, but it was a solid animalistic effort by Powell. And not to what's my zip code? 58554 is my zip code, Bill. Don't be a creeper. Now, I will say, yes, I get, and I'm not going to argue semantics of prolonging a career. Okay, whatever. But there's something missing in Powell's face. She truly enjoys what she's doing in these early days. You can't fake enjoyment on the face. Now I find she looks bored. That's my only criticism. When I see this old Pow stuff, I get heartsick for the Pow I fell in love with. Dave, what'd you post on that? Son of a bitch.
I was gonna say, I think your wife can pull that off.
Oh yeah. All right, go ahead, Dave.
I'm with you. I'm not a big Metallica fan either, other than the Black Album. But they do a really good job with this. It's good to see Danny shredding because apparently she can't. So I keep hearing. Can you imagine if you heard this playing as you were walking past the garage and then these three young girls walked out? You'd be thinking,
oh, I'd be blown away.
That can't be possible, surely.
No, I'd be looking like, all right, where are the real musicians in there? Because these
are the daughters, just the daughters. Yeah. Where's mum and dad? And yeah. So yeah, once again, blown away by the talent. And Jurassic, are you talking about the Jurassic film that's coming out?
Yeah, she drags me to them goddamn bore fests every fucking time a new one comes out. So Foster's, it's not my choice. I gave up all choice decades ago. So who knows? We'll see.
Tell Shannon she come over here and watch it if she wants.
You like that stuff?
Yeah, I've got the video of it already.
Okay. All right. Darren.
Yeah, not my favorite song choice, but still the raw energy, I mean, again, you can't fake, right? They were definitely in it and enjoying it and had fun doing it. But again, that's not a song that I'm going to go seek out on the internet and listen to.
Did any of you listen to them live? I'm confused.
Yeah, we listened live many times.
Are you talking about maybe Atlas Rises live? I don't know what I missed something. I'm far behind. Go ahead, Louis.
All right. Well, I don't know the song Atlas Rises from Metallica. I never heard it before. So this is my first time hearing the song. So if Metallica's version is anywhere close to this version, it might be something I might put on a Metallica playlist, only based on what I heard how the Warning did it. Danny shredding that guitar freaking made my eyes pop open. I mean, she was going insane and landing every note so beautifully. And Powell drumming and enthusiastic, of course. And Allie hitting that freaking bass hook and line, fucking pumping the whole song out. If this, you guys know the Metallica version obviously better than I do, or at least two of you guys do, or whatever. But was this a really grand improvement that it made it so much better than the original? Because what I heard the Warning just do, I fell in love with.
Dude, how young are they? Asking for a friend. Okay. Knock, knock. It's the police. We received a loud music call, Mr. VRL. Yeah. How about that, man? I always thought it'd be cool to have a band because we were in, elementary school, close 5th, 6th grade. And our elementary school was 2 blocks away. So we just walked to school and shit. both hills, uphill in the winter, both ways.
You can service rotation.
Yes. And there was a band who played in the basement there, and we'd sit outside their window like creepers, watching play, and they'd humor us, open the window and stuff. And I thought that was the coolest thing. Can you imagine having a band, any band, regardless of these girls or anybody, when you're that young, how awesome your day would be. Anyway, go ahead, Darren. Atlas Rise.
I mean, just to answer Lewis's question, unless it's something off the Black album, any redo is probably better than Metallica's version.
I will say, though, off of, if this is on Justice for All, from what I've been reading, One is a fucking epic song. I love that song.
Which one?
One.
Yeah, which one?
Fucking.
Can we keep
Never
going?
mind.
Come on.
The one on the album.
The one on the album, yes.
Oh, that one. I thought he was talking about the other one.
Okay, got you.
But you're talking about
All right.
that one. Okay. That one. Cool. Yeah, I
So,
like that.
Louis.
What? I already said
like
what
that
I
one?
said.
You did?
But do you like that one?
Yeah. I
Do
think
you like that one, though, Louis?
Don't confuse me with trick words. You know I'm not very bright. Like I said, if there was a Name That Tune's Warning show, I would fail miserably. And also, I can't get it right who sings parts of the songs. All I know is the instruments they play on stage. That's it.
Okay, Bill, closest I can find Minneapolis. Yeah, I'm not driving like J-Big to Minneapolis from North Dakota to watch any movie. Anyway, somebody did make a comparison that our podcast is about nothing like Seinfeld, and that is an outstanding compliment. We are about absolutely nothing at all, and yet 248 people watch us be complete morons.
Do you reckon Louis would be Kramer?
Yes, without a doubt. Yes.
Who's Rob?
Darren would be Elaine.
George.
I can dance better than that.
He's got the hair for George.
Oh shit. Okay, do we have anything else on this fabulous Saturday night?
Dave would be the mailman.
Yeah, I'm going to be Newman.
Hello, Newman.
Newman.
Hello, Jerry.
Okay. Anything else?
Hey, we're used to call me Lumen.
The Warning website has been down all day, says Bill.
Right in the lumens.
I went to the Warning website just one time to see if I could find their albums there and buy them off of that, and they didn't even have the albums. To buy the CDs.
Yeah, sell out.
Yeah, sold out.
Sell out.
My boy Angel, we watch you because you are some creepy old dudes. Thank you. All
so
right.
we're cods.
What, you got something for us, Dave?
Do you remember? I'm going to show you. I want you all to remember what a talent one particular person is. Okay. So just to trip down this memory lane, I think we've done this one before, but this is talent for all you people out there. This is true talent.
Space in my heart, wow, trouble in my heart, looking for another good time, my heart, wow, yeah, really, yeah, here to stay, trying to hold you to my baby, I say, we're still, summer hearts, never stop in the same, below the two, wow. Kids tell me how to live like that. Baby, oh yeah. Boogie boy, round the house. Always remember.
Oh dear Lord, I tell you.
That is
And
right.
as bad as that is, the new video of him, like the latest concert with him in it, it's worse because now he just stands there and it looks like he's reading off a teleprompter like on the floor.
So he's
He is. We actually remember I showed him doing Wild Side with his solo band.
Yeah. And BB Bing here, I agree. That's what that has me rolling every time that damn Bruce Lee kick that.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I have a warning related request. If either one of you, Dave or Rob, could pull this video up.
Up against you, Dave.
Pow. And
Too much reflection.
yeah.
Eric Carr, Rockology.
Cool.
I just got that one the other day.
All right, go ahead, Louis.
Yeah, the video is Pow and Faith Benson drumming duo. It's on the drumming channel. I want just to see some of this. See, you can watch as much as you want. I'm going to just say watching the drumming and listening is fine, but the accompanying music, I don't know if that's what they drummed to or that was an overlay. And I don't even know if the girls are actually in the same room together or it's just a video effect. So I want people to see it and they can tell me what the whole truth is about what I mentioned.
Okay. Rob, you should play the video of the Warning release party for Mother of All Festival. Direct that to Dave. I'm sure that's something he could work on.
Yep.
All right. What else do we got here? Let's see. Jay Bake, have you done pow drumming that Kelly Clarkson song when she was 10? I don't think we have.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
did.
think we
And
did.
Robin salted the song.
Yeah.
And picked
My life
on
would
poor
suck without
Pow
you.
I would never do such a thing.
Because
do it, Rob.
the poor little girl only had one bass drum, so that made her inferior. Oh, he ripped into this. All because, and I tell you, that fucking song sounds way better than anything Ariana Grande could ever do. So I'm defending the song as well as how great Al drummed at that age.
All
And
right,
if you remember, Louis,
they were in the same room, Louis.
Okay.
the following episode, of course, we got all those pictures of drummers with twin,
I know, double bass.
bass drums.
Okay.
Otherwise,
So now, there's the music that you hear during the drumming. Was that what they listened to and played to? Or was that music they added on top of the video to make me upset?
Did it upset you?
Are you upset?
I'm upset about the music on top of the drumming, yeah.
You get
Okay.
you get upset too easy.
If
Do we
you,
got anything else, gentlemen?
Look, I do have this one with LA doing some bass lessons and stuff.
Does
those are
this
like
make
an
sense
hour
to you,
long.
Louis? Is Shell Dust talking to you? Yes, it was John. I don't know what that's for.
I have no idea.
Yes, that is 420 the Dragon. Okay. I don't. I see. Gotcha. The
Did you
pot
print that
dragon.
up yourself, Darren?
What's that?
Did you 3D print that yourself?
I did.
Oh, cool.
Here's a question. What do you put in a 3D printer?
Filament.
Plastic filament.
Plastic filament. Okay.
And
Yeah.
then
Where do you buy that?
Online.
Well, you can order it off of Amazon or directly from some of the manufacturers. I have found one store here in town that sells it.
And what paints it? I mean, obviously, because shit comes out of
The
different,
different colors. They are
Colored
different
filament.
color
So
filaments.
it's like an ink cartridge, but instead of ink, it's liquid plastic. Is that the deal?
Yeah, it looks like
I thought it looked like long plastic string, like on a spool, and you
It does.
feed
Spool
it
of,
into
like,
the thing,
silicone.
and it weaves it for you.
yeah. It's
So
like
I've got
You have to replace it.
depends on how big the spool is. Most of them like that I buy are like 1 kilogram, so what 2.2 pounds.
Okay.
Lasts a fair while.
So it
All right.
depends on how much this was a pretty long print. This was like 7 hours to make this. Yeah, so hurry up, Colby, go get it. So I don't know. I'd have to look up how much filament this actually used, but there's something that Colby's going to go and grab that I made overnight last night. It used quite a bit of filament.
Did
Did you
has
make
the
those,
wife had any special requests?
Winnie the Pooh.
No.
Did you do those anal beads?
What?
No,
Is that a nesting bowl?
it's
You
a
see that, Darren?
dragon egg. That
Okay.
part, and then we have this is a glow in the dark dragon. That's multicolored ink or filament, right? So,
Have you got one of these, Darren?
a Benji? Oh yeah,
Yep. I got a Bamboo Labs with the 4 filaments.
What
yeah.
about-
I've got
what
a
about-
Creality with a.
Could
this
you
PLS.
could you 3D print dental dams?
I have no idea.
The
the
anal
only-
beads.
Am I the
Anal
only
beads work
one who
well.
gets that reference?
No.
Okay. All right. There was
Hey,
something I
Rob.
wanted to do. Oh yeah.
I-
Dion says, Louis, I don't think you like backing tracks.
This isn't a backing track issue. This is an overlay of music on top of something that the drumming's supposed to be forefront, yet this video has the song be in the forefront of the video instead of the drumming. That's why I wanted you guys to see it.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Rob.
Dave. Yeah.
I've 3D printed some anal beads. I'm putting it in the shirt I'm sending you.
Super.
Make
He
sure
said you
they're
like the-
right. Yeah,
He
you-
did. He said he wanted the triple XL.
Matt Dubai says you'd have to use food grade filament. That's in response to the dental dam. Holly Weird Squares 2.0. Yes, it gets there. At the end of the show, it gets pretty off the rails. All right. Anything else, Dave?
Yeah, just this LA learning bass guitar.
All right, real quick, Alejandro. We're doing great, man. How are you? Go ahead.
It could be in Spanish. I don't know, but fortunately, we have a Spanish.
Fortunately,
translator,
I am fluent in Spanish, so I can help translate.
I think we have one downstairs here. That's going to do it all for us. If she stops chewing the bubble gum, she will translate for us. Won't you? Okay.
She's got stage fright.
No, porque me estoy equivocando cuando puedes grabar.
¿Listo? Tercera mayor. Bien. Tercera mayor. Tercera mayor.
Carlos, you hear that buzzing?
Okay.
Was there 9 strings on that?
Con nosotros dos no estás usando los ejercicios que te puse hoy van a servir para esto. Para tocar todo con 3, 4, 5, 6. Vente a una más vieja, a ver si te acuerdas. ¿Te acuerdas de la de Airplane? Y te lo bajas ahí. Vale. Dale, dale. Exactamente. La tercera. Ajá.
Todavía no toco en el bajo. ¡Ah!
De hecho, sin algo, viendo que la mano de Ale ya es muy grande, ya es del mismo tamaño que la de Dani.
Sí,
Ahorita
tiene
le tomé
una
una
mano
foto. Si por algo ocupan algún base para grabar. Ay, chido.
Is that it?
I don't know. No.
They're hearing your phone go off, Darren. Okay. Sorry, that was getting a little boring. Incredible for that age, right? Especially, who needs 7 strings on a bass? Or is it 6? Whatever it was. That was
I think
ridiculous.
7, yeah.
Shit. Well,
There's
what's
a
his name?
picture
The
out there,
guy-
and I don't know. The wife showed it to me. I don't know if it was photoshopped or not. ZZ Top recently in concert. The dude had like, was it a 18-string guitar or some bullshit? I mean, it looked absolutely fucking fake, but apparently it was real. I think there's no way you could even hit each fret with your hand. I don't understand.
Well, I think the guy.
To be honest, I struggle with 6, so I wouldn't know what to do with
Well,
18.
and simple is better, right? I mean, how many centuries these instruments have been the way they were, and then some virtual nut job.
It's an 18-string bass guitar.
Okay, so we got.
Sorry, 17. 17.
One saying 16, one saying 19, so it's in the middle somewhere. Either way, it's completely unnecessary, right? Let alone impossible to play. I don't give a shit who you are. Maybe Andre the Giant's hand could hit every string and fret on there or something. But.
Yeah, something like that.
All right.
Trick guy plays a 12-string bass.
What?
The guy from Cheap Trick, the bass player. I think this is a 12-string. So
bass?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. 17 string bass is a piano with a strap.
The strap on.
All right. Are we done?
Are we gonna do that video, or are we gonna not do that?
Did Dave find something?
No, I'll do it next week, Lou.
All right, we'll do it next week. Are we gonna give our takes on what we just saw?
Boring.
I was gonna say it was a mixed bag. Some of it was like, this is Ali learning. It looked more like Ali teaching, the way she was nailing some of that stuff. I didn't like every single moment, but she really got good with a lot of portions, and others were just like, I've heard that before. I'm not impressed. But but what?
Well, I'm good watching, somebody play some songs or even go through some rough chords writing a song, but going through a guitar lesson or a bass lesson, that's what it looked like to me. I mean, that's boring. It's not exactly ticket taking stuff, but her talent, regardless, is undeniable. As well as all three of these girls, they must have practiced nonstop. And that's the right age to do it, where you actually retain the shit that you learn before your mind comes cluttered with all kinds of nonsense like Darren that just sticks with him forever. All right. Anything else, Dave?
Yeah. Is Bill still with us? Bill Yowl? Is it Yowl? Yowl? Yowl?
The WNBA has a new sponsor, Snap-on Tools.
He is the guy I'm sending the T-shirt to. So.
Oh, he won. Who won? Bill Powell? Bill Yowl?
Bill, is it Bill Yowl? Yeah. So Bill, send me a message and we'll work it out.
Way to go, Bill. Now you can't chastise me anymore for a while.
Do you want to win a T-shirt too, Darren? Tunes Brothers T-shirt.
Oh, congrats, Bill.
And on the back, it's got a naked picture of Rob.
Okay.
Vomit-inducing shirts. All right.
I got to say one thing. Me saying the wrong thing is always beneficial because there'll be a person to inform the public of what really is the truth.
So you're saying you do it on purpose?
No, I do it by accident because I'm an nincompoop, but still the result. The result is we get educated.
There's a new shirt for you. Damn who, simpin' ain't easy. Who's heard of Stanley Clark?
I have.
Okay, Alabic basses. I don't know.
Well, I know about the bass, but I know about him as a bass player. He's a black dude.
All right.
And just everyone out there too, keep sending ideas. They don't have to be Warning either. You can send me ideas for other shows, and I'll give another shirt away in 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, if you like bands that fit into the hard rock, classic rock, right, you can recommend it for Tuesday show. It's not going to take away from the Warning, so don't worry about that. When did you take that pick, Dave?
Shannon sent it to me.
Thank you. All right. Well,
it's a cold shower, very cold shower, apparently.
Did you know you can bet on what color of device will be thrown on the court next? Yeah, the WNBA just needs to pack up and shut down, right? And now Lewis is flushing, says Gabriel. Okay,
I
I
hope
think
people know that's a sound effect.
It's
okay.
real.
Dave, did you lock your profile? That's
No.
from Bill.
No, I have not.
If you have problems communicating with him, Bill, just email the address on this channel and I will get him all the info. But his Facebook page should be the place where you can reach him, I would think.
Yes. It's still there.
Backstage recording says they saw Stanley play bass with the New Barbarians. Lou, does that make sense to you?
Unless they mean that guy Stanley Clark.
Yeah.
Played bass with that. I never heard of the New Barbarian.
Okay.
Was it Sinking Stanley?
Oh God, get that douchebag on the show for 5 minutes. All right. Anyway, that's all I got. You guys, anything?
No, I just want to say goodbye.
Next week, any ideas, Dave?
Well, Tuesday, obviously, we have.
I was just going to say, fuck Universal. Whatever you want to do, we'll do. I'm not going to just not do. Fuck them.
Well, we get it out live. We get it out live, so.
Yeah, we'll get it out of the way live before they can do anything about it. So
right. Tuesday we've got Extreme.
I've got to do my homework on that.
You know that album, don't you, Darren?
Quite well, yes.
Yes, I thought you might. And I think some stage next week we'll have to do the Hot in the Shade as well. So.
To you, Louie, about that band you never heard of, it's Keith and Ron Wood's band.
Oh, Ronnie Wood.
The Wood Brothers.
Yes, and everybody get out, says Fuzzy Booger, and see the movie by The Warning. I have not said Fuzzy Booger until this point, and Fuzzy Booger will get 3 times in there. Another fabulous show. I couldn't stand any more of it because my stomach hurts from laughing. Well, we apologize, but that's just how Lewis looks.
Yeah.
I have no words for more than words. See you creepers next meeting. Yes, you all are awesome, amazing, fun show as usual.
Creepers Anonymous. That's what we could rename the show to.
Yes, yes.
See you at the next
we are not showing The Warning in New Zealand yet. How dare they?
I haven't seen anything about it here in Australia either, to be honest.
Okay. Jay Bake says, simp out, everybody. All right, Bill, enjoy the shirt. Thank Dave. And to the rest of you, we'll see you Tuesday or Saturday. Thanks for watching.
Jones Brothers, they